Shalom, shalom to the 12 tribes. So I'm taking a quick break here at work and was reading Exodus chapter 2 and chapter 3. And as I was reading these chapters, I couldn't help but be reminded of what I'm personally going through and what a lot of my friends and family, both in my immediate family and in my Hebrew family. One common thing that I'm hearing here recently is that a lot of us, and you might identify as well, a lot of us are getting pushed out of our comfort zone. What I mean, you and me and many others have been put in a place where we may not like it, or we may feel very uncomfortable. We lost a job or a promotion. Maybe we lost a something, or we got into a situation where we're out of our comfort zone. Period. You're going through trials. You're going through much testing, and you can't understand why. As far as you and I know, we were doing exactly what the Most High wanted us to do. So we're scratching our heads and wondering what's going on. But as I was reading, I realized that the Most High, when He's about to start something big in your life and in mine, or anybody's life that He chooses to use, He will push out of their comfort zone. He will put them in a situation where we are not enjoying, that we don't understand why these things are happening. Let me give you an example. As I was reading Exodus chapter 2, I couldn't help but, Exodus chapter 2 and chapter 3, I brought out three things that I identified with. The first one was Moses got too comfortable in Egypt. Moses got too comfortable in Egypt. And when I thought about that, I said to myself, most of us are getting too comfortable in Egypt. What do I mean? Well, Egypt is a picture-perfect illustration of the system of this world. More importantly, it's your job. It's your responsibility. You're a slave to this system in order for you to keep your home, in order to keep your car, to keep your student loans and your credit cards going. You must work. Egypt is a picture of the system of this world. The minute you're born, you're given us a social security number, and you become a slave to Egypt. Moses got too comfortable in Egypt, and so did we. We got too comfortable making good money, getting stimulus checks, and all these other vices or forms of slavery that Egypt has to offer. We got too comfortable. The second one I saw was after Moses got pushed out of his comfort zone in Egypt, Moses fled to Midian after killing the Egyptian. He couldn't handle the pressure in Egypt, so he fled to Midian. He fled to Midian, and Moses got comfortable while in Midian. He ended up getting married, having a family. He was successful in the eyes of the world. He was blessing people. He was being used in many ways while in Midian. And when I thought to myself, well, what is a picture illustration of that? What does that remind me of? And that reminds me of all of us who get too comfortable in church. We are getting used by God, we believe. We're busy for God, we believe. We're doing great and wonderful things, supposedly, for God. And I'm not saying that everyone out there is doing things that are not pleasing to the Most High. A lot of good, sincere, God-loving individuals are indeed working tirelessly for the kingdom. But a lot of individuals are just pretending to be busy. They're going through the motions. They're just playing church. Too comfortable in Midian. Too comfortable in church. Finally, the third thing I saw was that in order to finally get to do Moses to do what Yah always wanted him to do, was to send a fiery, blazing bush, a fire, consuming fire in a burning bush. When I thought about that, what is that? I couldn't help but think that all these trials and testing that we're going through right now, it's because we're on the threshold. We are there at the blazing or the fiery burning bush. We're there. We're at the point where the Most High is going to test us. He's going to give us a mission, a calling, that we will either say yea or nay. When I studied in the Hebrew, the fiery burning bush, it was a picture of, let me see. It was a picture of fire caused by rubbing things together. It was fire being caused by friction. That's the idea, how the burning bush was consumed by fire, but yet it did not burn. Because the fire was made or caused by friction. It also is a picture of the fiery and test that the Most High sends through testing of our souls, through the testing of our faith. It is the Most High who sends these tests to prove our faithfulness, to prove whether or not we are sincere, or are we still stuck in Egypt? Are we still comfortable in Midian? Are we still comfortable with our six-figure jobs, figure salaries? Are we still comfortable playing pastor and elder, while, honest to God truth, we're not doing anything but just going through the motions? The Most High is pushing us out of our comfort zone. We're at the threshold of the fiery, burning bush. We're about to go through some sincere and very hard testing. I know some of you guys already know what I'm talking about, because I myself have been going through it. And after reading chapter 2 and chapter 3 of the book of Exodus, I have no doubt in my mind that the Most High is getting ready to use some of us. And I don't think we're even beginning to understand the depth and the width and height of the fiery friction fire that's coming. We're not ready. I don't think we ever will be ready. But it's a time where we submit ourselves, humble ourselves, and allow the Most High to fill us with His presence, with His Spirit, to prepare us for what is coming. If you are going through major testing, if you are going through major trials, if your life is going through fiery trials, count it all joy. Because you are at the threshold. You are at the point. You are now about to enter holy ground. And at that point, you got to take off your sandals. You got to remove all those things that are hindering you, or else you will not be allowed to fulfill your calling. You will not fulfill your destiny. I'm fearful of that. I pray the Most High will humble me and show me those things that I need to take care of and address immediately. And I pray that the same would be for you. What's coming upon this world, nobody's ready. Nobody. And I don't mean to sound melodramatic, But I'm telling you, I don't know what's coming, but I've been right every single time now for the last 2 years. It's been in increments, but now it seems as though the Most High is turning up the heat. The flame is burning hotter and hotter, and is purifying and removing those impurities from His set apart ones, those who want to do the will of the Most High. Now, in the book of Exodus, when He says He's going to come down and deliver His people, the idea behind the word of deliver His people is that He's going to come and sift. A shaking will come upon the land. And in the process of shaking or delivering His people, He will separate the sheep from the goat. He will separate the wheat from the tares. He will separate those gems, precious gems, from those counterfeit. When there is a coming deliverance, there'll be a huge shaking. I pray that I'm part of the faithful remnant that will come to His right hand. And I dread that I myself or any other person will not be on the left. I hope this message blessed you. I hope you are ready or are preparing yourself for your ultimate destiny that the Most High called you ever since you first knew the Most High. When you first heard His voice, His Spirit. Prepare yourself, for the Most High only gives His best soldiers the most intense battles. Are you worthy? Will you be the one? Will the Most High find faith when He comes to deliver His people? Shalom, shalom to all the 12 tribes scattered abroad.